Hey everybody, Jason Burns here, and I haven't been deck with you guys in a while. I thought, why not do this on National Sticker Day? Don't you know that's Sticker Day? And that's the big theme, right? I voted. I got a sticker. I voted. I got a sticker. Now, I am by no means, especially with what's going on in the world right now and today's election, trying to demean anybody that went out and voted. In fact, I would encourage people in this election especially to go out and vote. Now, that doesn't mean that I've disregarded that it is indeed an illusion the majority of the time between Republicans and Democrats and conservatives and liberals. It is an illusion that the media military industrial complex does not really control the narrative on both sides of the aisle, because in actuality and factuality it does 100%. But I want to speak to everybody about how the awareness of the corruption has grown and grown and grown during this time of COVID 1984. And hopefully we are going to go beyond, I voted, and the groupthink of it, right? Oh, look, I voted. Look at me. I'm virtue signaling to everybody. It's great if you did, especially in this one. Now, there are a couple things I wanted to know, and one of them is David Icke. So David Icke has been around forever, questioning reality. Now, there are many things that I disagree with David Icke on, especially in his earlier days. You look at books like Children of the Matrix and The Biggest Secret and some of the otherworldly stuff. A lot of that speculation, a lot of it I doubt, obviously. But he's remained consistent on exposing both sides of false paradigm. Let's be honest about that too. And he's been one of the most legitimately critical people of the Trump administration. Now, I was just tuning in to InfoWars, and they had Icke on. And even David Icke is talking about how scary it would be, okay, how frightening it would be if there's a Biden-Harris administration. I want people to think about that. He says, look, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of problems out there with Trump, and he started off in particular with his relationship with Israel. He goes, but if the Biden ticket gets in, there will be an acceleration of this plan for globalization like we've never seen before. Now, I want to get to the flip side of that in a minute, because a lot of you know that I will be live streaming later today exclusively on Rockfin with Steve from the Slow Tuesday Show and Whitney Webb to discuss beyond the election, whether it's Trump or Biden or chaos, things like what Operation Warp Speed, which is this militarized operation for this vaccine that about nobody can get a good look at. And that involves DARPA. Now, Whitney has been kicking and screaming and shouting about this for some time, to look beyond the election no matter what, break free of that false left-right paradigm, that groupthink that, even I and others, we become part of 100%. Now, David Knight, he'll be back later, I guess, on InfoWars, but he brought that up with Jones, and he brought up Operation Warp Speed being, this 53-page document that is extremely redacted. I think that's something we're absolutely going to highlight today when we talk about this election, and that, Trump needs to go even further. There's Trump now at one of these rallies where they're doing the Fire Fauci chant, right? And he says, yeah, we're going to wait just a little bit longer. So Trump's openly saying he's going to fire Fauci. He should have fired Fauci a long time ago. And listen, when big tech is censoring Scott Atlas. Should we not have criminal charges? Forget about these lawsuits. Forget about them trying to check things. Shouldn't we have? I mean, that's fine if you want to oppose the view, right? If you want to say Atlas is wrong because, okay, but when you want to take down posts, what? When you talk about it again, it's not like this. It's not like this is just against conservatives. It's not. It's so weird. Is live chat down right now? Who's been acting awfully funny? Oh no. So there it is. Let's see. We stood for 2 hours to vote. We prayed for the second it stands and through Trump. We got some hearts and love it. So I do want to say, obviously. My issues with InfoWars over the last 4 years, being a cheerleader for the Trump administration, not challenging him on the Saudi Arabia deal, that huge arms deal, not talking about the OPCW after the fact. He did talk about the false flag in Duma, but he never talked about the documentation that came later. Not going, in every day for Julian Assange and the end of free speech, although, again, you give credit where credit is due. And especially over the last few weeks and months, it definitely become a focus, at least of his daily show. And that's my thing. You need to push back when you can. A lot of people say, oh, this organization's a shill or that person's a shill, because you take everything with a grain and you keep pushing the truth, not false narrative. You just keep pushing the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. You don't pick sides. You stay as genuine as possible. Okay? And you can pierce that reality on any media platform, whether it be the biggest name in alternative media or the big name in mainstream media. Period. It's crazy to me, again, on its face, that the media is almost utterly silent of how many people were out in Pennsylvania. He should win that state in a landslide. I don't care what the polls say. He should win visually on how many people showed up for that man in that state. He should win that state in a landslide. And here's the dual media narratives, okay? Number one, they're telling the false narrative of that close because of the polls, right? Or that he could lose that state because of the polls. I believe that to be false, okay? That's my belief. Hopefully harmful content, YouTube. Now, at the same time, they're saying that this virus is so deadly that events like that are super spreader events. That's what they're calling it. They're putting it out there. And if you watch that event, people are arm in arm in arm. No mask in the world is going to stop that. Some people wear masks, etc. I mean, you should not even just have like an outbreak of cases. You should have hospitalizations and death. But you won't. These will pass and it won't happen. And they'll swing in cases. And just like in Sturgis, they might pick out some like 65-year-old campaigner that life, right? They pointed out that one biker, over 250,000 people there. Sun said upwards of 500,000 people out there. There's no huge outbreak in South Dakota. There weren't. The hospitals weren't overwhelmed. And by the way, 117 watching, 23 thumbs up. But again, you have this groupthink. This cult. I mean, think about it. I get trying to make it about right and left politics, but if you're getting behind Joe Biden, if you saw my video, not only on his senility, but his lifelong servience to the predator class, I don't know what to tell you. Helped cover up 9/11, promoted wars of aggression in the Middle East. Was part Operation Timber Sycamore. What else do you want? So again, you look at this and voted. I voted. I got a sticker. I'm making a difference in this one. And look, I'm not trying to crap on anybody who can vote. I've already talked about how I'm embarrassed that Trump is the candidate that I had to vote for. I have to endorse the guy after, what he's done to Assange, what happened to Epstein, the gutless non-prosecution of the quote-unquote deep state, whether that be lock her up Hillary or James Comey or Brennan or Clapper, any of them. You guys, don't get me wrong, has gone way farther than anybody else go. But remember, as far as he went, he still couldn't give you the JFK documents he promised you twice. Keep that in mind. Who really runs the show? And if you can't expose the deeps from 50 plus years ago, how can we honestly think we're going to take them on today? And how are we going to take on militarized operations, again, like Operation Warp Speed? I believe it's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central, exclusively at Rockfin. Steve from himself and Whitney Webb discussing the elections today. We're going to have an hour-long roundtable. I want to encourage people, thumb this video up, subscribe, join the Burmist Brigade. What are you waiting for? If you're not a part of the Burmist Brigade, what are you waiting for? For me to get off? Well, that's why I need you to go to rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com. Just make that free account. We're doing it live on Rockfin, 11 Eastern, Monday, right? Monday through Friday. And today's video, I think it's like 25 minutes long. It's completely exclusive. I don't think we're going to upload any of that to YouTube. So when I do make it premium tomorrow, because I leave it up for about 24 hours for free, so you can join the live chat and check the stuff, right? But then all the archives go to the premium members. If you're premium with me, you get all of Steve's premium content, all of Whitney's premium content, all of Fitch's premium content, so much more. If you really want to support me, the GoFundMe link is down below, $50. Big donors, you mean the world to me. That's how I'm able to pay the rent here. That's how, my girls are able to go to school. That's how we were able to move, is you guys and your support. So, yes, Whitney Webb is on Rockfin today with me, Gritch, unless she can't. So we'll find out. It does happen. But hopefully it's not today, especially because it's National Sticker Day. It's Sticker Day. Everybody's got a sticker. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the flip side.